Hola, me llamo Haley y yo vivo en Washington, D.C. And I'm friends with Tim, and today I'm going to show you a day in my life. Since today is Saturday, I don't have to work today. I woke up around 9 o'clock in the morning and then I took a shower, so now it's around 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm gonna go get some coffee, so why don't you guys come too? Okay, so it is cold in DC today, so I'm going to be wearing a couple of jackets, and then also tennis shoes are very important since I walk everywhere. Apartment where I live with my roommate Zoe and our dog Wally. We live on the first floor, and then our neighbors live upstairs on the second floor. Walking in my neighborhood now. It's called Shaw, and yeah, here's a quiet street near where I live. So now we are walking downtown. As you can see, the buildings are much bigger down here. This is where a lot of people work. This is the walk that I normally take to work. And yeah. Park downtown, it's called McPherson Square. It has little tables and chairs in it, so when it's nice out, people can come here and sit and eat and hang out with one another. This is the park in front of the White House. Hi guys, now that we saw the White House where the president lives, now we are walking to the National Mall, which holds all of the monuments, and we're gonna go see the Washington Monument. Now we are at the Washington Monument, which is right in the middle of the National Mall, right between the Lincoln Memorial, which you can see way down there, and the United States Capitol, which you can see right there. The Washington Monument was built in 1884 to honor America's very first president, George Washington, and it is located also right across the street from the White House, which you can see behind those trees over there. That's again the Washington Monument where we just came from. Now we're still walking in the park at the National Mall. The National Mall is surrounded by a bunch of buildings that are actually free museums. Many of them are run by the Smithsonian, which is actually where my friend Tim used to work when he lived in Washington, D.C. We're on the mall, and now we are walking past the Smithsonian Institution building, which people like to call the Smithsonian Castle, which is right across the way from the American Natural History Museum. And then right in front of us we have the Capitol. Guys, now that we have been on the National Mall for a while, we're actually going to leave and start making our way back toward my house in Shaw. And as we're walking, we're going to pass the sculpture garden where the museums keep all of their sculptures, and also the United States Archives where they hold a bunch of just really old documents. Now we have made it to Chinatown, and in Chinatown a lot of tourists like to come and see this monument right here, which is the Friendship Archway. It was dedicated to the city by a local architect in 1986 to celebrate the friendship between Washington, D.C. and their sister city, Beijing, which is in China. Okay guys, so it is about 12 o'clock now. We've been walking around DC for almost 2 hours, and I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty hungry, so let's head home and make some lunch. Okay, I am back at home in my kitchen with our dog, Wally. Say hi, Wally. And now we are going to make some lunch. Today for lunch, I'm just going to be making a simple salad. So I started by washing some lettuce and putting it in a bowl. And then I'm going to add some cucumbers that I have sliced up, some cherry tomatoes that I also just cut, and finally some feta cheese and dressing. All done.